Hi, everyone. This is Evelyn Zimfer, Career Advisor at Wright State Lake Campus, and you are watching Career Perspectives. Today, I'm so excited because we have Mr. Jason Jones from Premier Health. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
He is the Nursing College Liaison. So if you've watched any of these podcasts before, you already know my first question. You ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. What do hiring managers wish more applicants knew, specifically regarding Premier Health?
Yeah, I would say the big thing with us is most people see Premier Health and they think Miami Valley Hospital just in Dayton, Ohio. That's the one thing people think. But we're so much bigger than that. We have 5 hospitals and then we have 100 different units through 12 counties throughout Ohio. So we do a little bit of everything. We're a little bit of everywhere. We have home health, skilled nursing, behavioral health, and we hire more than just clinical. That's one thing, when people think of a hospital system, they just think nurses and doctors, but we hire so much more. So I think that's one thing I like to get across to people is we're more than just doctors and nurses. We're a whole community.
Well, and that's so amazing to hear what Mr. Jones just said, because so many times I'll have nursing students who, at the end of the day, they don't maybe feel like the bedside presence is for them.
Absolutely.
Or maybe they have realized they've been a long way on their journey to realize they don't want to work with blood their whole life. So that's amazing to know that there's other things in the health profession, just like you said.
Absolutely.
There's other ways to use your nursing degree or to just use your health degree in general.
Or even not even a health degree. We hire electricians, we hire HVAC, we have engineers, we have IT. So anybody that goes to school here that, really any degree that you can get through this university, we probably have a position for them.
So that's amazing here. I hope everybody's listening to this because every fall and spring we have a job fair, and Mr. Jones, every time I've been a career advisor, he's always graced us with his presence for Premier Health. And if you are watching this before February 2023, then our next job fair is Monday, February 12th of 2024. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Right around the corner. So.
Oh, where's the time going? So if you're watching this before February 2024, then get to the Monday, February 12th, 2023 job fair.
2024.
2024. You guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. 2024. And Premier Health will be there, and it's almost always you.
Absolutely.
And that's nice to know that not just nursing students should come and approach your table.
No. Any degree, any profession, come talk to me. We probably have something.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's move it along to the next question. So what are some of the red flags that you see, whether it's on resumes or maybe even the interview process? What are some red flags?
Yeah, I see for resumes, there's 3 that really stand out to me. One is spelling. So don't rely on spell check. I have a habit. I type really fast. In my life before I went into recruiting, I was pretty much administrative assistant in the military, and I learned to type really fast. But there's certain words I type that come out wrong. So has always comes out AHS, but spell check does not catch that. So don't rely on spell check. Double check that. So that's a red flag.
So he's telling you to come see me, your career advisor, and I help current Wright students and alumni with their resume and their interview and cover letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the second thing I would say is have complete and appropriate contact information. That's a big thing. So I see many times that people don't put their phone number or they don't put the email address. So we want to be able to contact you, and even an address. And people ask me all the time, why should I have an address? Well, that goes a long way for us to kind of figure out when we call you, are you looking to relocate? So we know how to talk to you. We know how to approach. So have your address information on there and make sure it's an appropriate and adult-centered email address.
I was just going to say that.
So that is a big thing with us. I mean, we have seen many inappropriate, and it is a complete red flag if you're not. Just your name, that's fine. If you want to use the school email address, that's perfect. Just something very appropriate.
And you hear that word appropriate all the time. For those students out there listening who have read my emails and came to talk to me or heard me in a presentation, I always talk to them about, before you ever talk to them, you've already met them because you have looked them up online.
Absolutely.
And so your online presence matters. So make sure all your social media is appropriate, everything is cleaned up. Make sure you are someone that looks accountable, reliable, and just like a pillar of the community, which you need to be when you go towards the health community. So what's that third thing?
So the final thing I always tell people is make it tailored to where you're interviewing. And make sure if you're doing that you change it. So I can't tell you the number of times that I've gotten a resume that says my goal is to be a nurse at Mercy Hospital. Well, we're not Mercy Hospital. Yes. So or you're applying for an ER position, and it says my goal is to be in labor and delivery. So if you're going to tailor your resume, make sure you tailor it. So that's the biggest thing, probably that we kind of shy away from when we see it. That would be one of the number one red flags. And as far as the interview, again, just go on being dressed appropriate. Don't come in flip-flops and tank tops, those kind of things. It happens.
Don't be late, but with a fresh Starbucks coffee.
15 minutes early is on time, is what I always say.
And he was 20 minutes early, so
always.
He is living by his word.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think finally with the interviews is be prepared to have questions. So a big red flag for us in an interview is at the end when we say, do you have any questions? And you say no, then we don't feel like you're engaged.
Right.
So you want to have some questions ready. Don't feel scripted. Don't, have anything, dear sir, I read online that you do this, but have something ready to ask.
And I would think that if a student or anyone doesn't have questions ready, then it will give off a sense that, they're just looking for something right now.
Yeah.
They're not looking for something for several years or a lifetime job to retirement. So they're not as invested in if we're a good fit for them.
Right.
Well, then why would you want to continue? Because you're going to have to restart the search.
We're looking for people that want a career, not people that want a job. Yeah. And I think that's where it is. So when you express that interest in our company, and you're asking questions about our company, and you're asking questions about the position, then we feel like you want that career, not just the job.
Yeah. So. Okay, on to the next one. So we kind of talked about red flags. How does someone shine? You kind of answered this, spelling correctly, dressing appropriately, knowing who and where they're applying for a job for. Anything else you want to add?
So I would say, the resume is the big thing. As long as those things are good on the resume, you're probably going to get that first interview. So when you're in the interview, I always tell people shine with your passion and your compassion. Those are two things that we want to see. Everybody here is getting a wonderful education from Wright State. If you're in the clinical programs, you're getting great clinicals, all that fun stuff. So we know you have the knowledge. We know you have the job. We know you can do it, but why do you want to do it? Why are you here? So show me that passion. The first question I ever ask anybody when I interview them is, why did you want to become a nurse? That's because nursing is one of those positions, and I know we hire everything, but nursing is one of those positions that, you don't just fall into it. You go into nursing because that's something you have in your heart to do. You want to take care of people. So in those roles, in any role, you want to show this is why I have this passion, and this is why I'm going to be good for your patients. Not just your company, but for your patients, because I love them, I care for them, I have compassion. So that's the thing I always say. That makes people shine for me.
I always tell students, whether it comes to answering questions, cover letter, or resume, do not produce something that is interchangeable with the person next to you.
Yes.
So a lot of times in the nursing example, if you say, why do you want to be a nurse? Every single person can say, I want to help people.
Right.
So if you can at all let us into your situation a little bit or your passion.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I use the example, my wife's been a nurse for 30 years. And, she always says she went into nursing because when she was a teenager, her grandmother got ill and she helped take care of her grandmother and all that. So that passion of, helping her, that showed her that she wants to be with people, that she wants to have that, patient interaction, not just I like helping people,
Right.
like you said.
Right.
I
Which
like
is true,
people.
but
Yeah.
anybody can say that.
Yes.
So
It's the old adage of the interview question. I'm a people person.
Yeah.
Not everybody's a people person.
Right.
So find a reason why you have that skill.
well, I know we're getting near the 10-minute mark already, but before we wrap up, do you want to talk about any opportunities that specifically, you wish Wright State Lake Campus students knew more of,
Yeah.
and how they can contact you as well?
Absolutely. So a lot of things, as I said, we have multiple positions. So any entry level position that you might be interested in, like I said, engineering, IT, HVAC. But on the clinical side, for those that are going through school, we have positions where you can work while you're going through school. And our shift requirements are really easy. We work around student schedules. We hire you specifically as a student. So we work around your schedule. You give us your schedule, then we put your schedule in there. And then we have anything from part-time, per diem, which is as needed, or full-time, which I don't recommend while you're going through nursing school. It's really rough. But we have opportunities for safety companion, patient care tech. So there's tons of entry-level opportunities. And then obviously once they graduate, we have the RN positions as well.
And how do they get a hold of you outside of going to a
Sure.
open house,
Yes.
which is Monday, February 12th, 2024. I
Yes.
got it now. So outside of coming to see an open house or emailing me, of course, and I can connect you to Mr. Jones.
Sure.
How would they do that?
So our website is premierhealth.com.
Can you spell that for them?
Premier, I could try.
P-R-E.
M-I-E-R.
Yes.
Health, HELTH.com, and then /careers. And they go there, and then you can apply for any of the positions. So that you will pick an external or internal. So if you already work for us in another role, you can pick the internal option, and then upload your resume and apply to the positions. Other than that, you can email me directly. My email is JAHJones. Can't forget that, it's way too common. At premierhealth.com, or my phone number is 937-499-5428.
Oh my gosh, are you sure you want to put that out there? Please tell me
Oh,
that's your office number.
That is my office
Okay.
number, yes. So,
Okay.
that's perfect. And then I am on the road a lot, but if anybody wants to leave me an email or a phone message, I usually respond within 24 hours.
And I can attest to that.
Yes.
So, absolutely. He's a very quick responder. Well, thank you so much for giving us of your time today. I hope you all listened. As you know, reach out. Again, this has been the Career Perspectives podcast at Wright State University. Have a great one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.